Some people think mentorship is dictatorship, but in this video, I will show you how to be a good mentor and not someone who tries to run other people's lives, but how to mentor people and help them become their very best. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Hello fellow Inspirers, welcome to Inspira Central. My name is Monica and I'm the Chief Inspirer herself. It's good to have you here. Today I'll be talking about how to be a good mentor. Are you someone who likes to teach people, encourage people, motivate them, and help them become better versions of themselves? In this video, I'm going to tell you what it takes to be a good mentor so that you do not move from being a mentor to actually becoming a dictator and someone who wants to control other people's lives. The first step towards being a good mentor is to understand what stage of life your mentee is at, as well as their level of thinking. You know, when you're trying to be a mentor, it means that you are a little bit higher than someone, at least to some extent, maybe way higher, but you're higher than someone in experience, probably in age, probably in status. There are many things that shows that there is a disparity. It shows that the person is still trying to learn, the person is still trying to come up. And you have to understand that. Being a mentor means that there are certain things you can teach that person. It means that you have an edge over the person. And that is why that person comes to you. That is why the person looks up to you. Now, you have to know that they are not on your level. There's still something they need to learn. They're probably still down here trying to find their feet, trying to understand, trying to make headway out of something that you're already a master at. And you have to acknowledge that. Acknowledge that they still have a lot of things to learn. And so that means you have to bring yourself down. It means that if you're seeing things from a kind of perspective, you have to bring yourself down to their level, down to their way of thinking, down to their perspective. When you want to teach someone something, you start from the known to the unknown, right? That's how it should be done. Ask them where they're at. Let them speak. Let them tell you how they see the world. Let them tell you how they see themselves. Let them tell you things about themselves. Let them tell you what they aim towards. Get to know how they see themselves and the world. When you know the way they think, when you know their mindsets and their perspective, then you can know how to help them. But you must first understand where they are at. You must first take into cognizance where they are at this level, how they are thinking, how they are seeing the world, and where they want to go from there. The second way of being a good mentor is to let your mentee tell you what they want out of the mentorship. So many mentors rush in to say, I think this will be best for you. I think this is what you should do. I think this is where you're at and this is where you should go next. But I need you to hold off on that. I need you to pump the brakes on that. If you want to be a good mentor, you should know it's not about you. It's about this person who is looking up to you, who wants your instructions and your directions. And so you need to ask, what do you want out of this mentorship? What do you want to learn? What do you hope to gain? What do you aspire towards? What do you want to become? You need to know what this person's goal is. You need to know what this person's agenda is. And don't ever place your own agenda on them. It's not fair. It's not the right thing to do. You are not in charge of their life simply because they came to you and said, mentor me. Instead, let them tell you what they want out of the mentorship. And that takes me to the next step, which is to follow your mentee's expected results and make a plan out of it. So they've already told you where they are hoping to go. They've already told you what their expectation is. They've told you their long-term plans. Now it's up to you to build steps that will take you towards that expected achievement. Build steps that will take you to where they want to go. If, for instance, they say, I want to become a movie star, then you will start from, okay, you need to read a script. You need to learn how to enunciate. You need to learn how to talk in public. You need to learn how to talk to a camera. You need to learn how to move your body. You need to learn how to gesticulate in a way that complements what you're saying. You need to learn all those things. And being a movie star is the long-term goal. But these are the practical day-to-day steps that your mentee has to take. And that is now how you make up your plan. That is now how you decide what steps should be taken day by day. When you have seen the long-term goal, when you have seen the projection, when you have seen the anticipated results, then you start building steps that will take you towards that. That's how to make the plan for your mentee. Don't make a plan that does not tally with what they want. Don't make a plan that tallies with what your ideal situation should be for them. Make a plan that will help them achieve what they want for their lives. Make a plan that will help them achieve that desired goal that they want for themselves. And that brings me to the next step, which is that you should identify that your mentee is an individual with his or her own agency. The person has rights. The person has their own free will. And so you don't get to force them to do what you want. Every step of the way, you must put your mentee first. Every step of the way, you must put the welfare of your mentee before anything. Even when you're making that plan, even when you're laying out the steps, don't ever at a point in time deviate and say, okay, let's do things my way. Okay, let's follow my plan. Okay, I think your own plan is becoming boring. I think your goal for your life is becoming boring or is too small. Some of us get carried away because we have this idea of this grand thing we want you to do. We want you to be so much. We believe you can be better. We believe you can be great. We believe you're all that and more. Why don't you see it for yourself? It's okay to feel like that. But what is wrong is where you force it on someone. Yes, they could be better, but this is where they are at. That is why I said the very first step is know where they are at. Know where their mind is, because it's the mind that will direct them on what they want next. It's not your own advanced mind. It's not your own experienced mind. It is their mind that will tell them this is where I'm at. And so every step of the way, you must realize, you must acknowledge, you must respect that your mentee is an individual with agency, with autonomy, with independence. That someone came to you to say, please be my mentor, does not mean that you now have to become the dictator of their life or the director of their life. You are simply a guide. You are simply a teacher. You are simply giving suggestions that could help them go down the path that they want for themselves, not what you want for them. And so you must always respect their individuality, their identity, their agency, their independence, and their autonomy. Now, the next step towards becoming a good mentor is to not coddle your mentees. When I say coddle, I'm not saying hug. I'm saying don't spoon feed them. C-O-D-D-L-E, coddle, not the U, the O. Don't coddle your mentees. Don't make them just stay there receiving and not putting in the work. You must give them room to put in some work. You must give them room to have some sweat equity in their own becoming, in their own self-development, and in their own growth. Because if you carry them so much, what happens when you leave them? What happens when time has gone by and you think they've grown, only for you to discover that these are babies that did not grow in any way? You were simply cuddling them, you were simply pampering them, and you were carrying them. They have to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Ensure that your mentee does some of the hard work. Your own job is to guide. Your job is to direct them. Your job is to teach. Your job is to encourage, not to do the hard work for them. Let them do the hard work themselves. Let them put in that sweat equity. Let them know how to do these things themselves. Don't take away the work from them. Don't say you're taking away the stress, because it's not worth it. If you do that for them, you're building yourself, you're not building them. And the idea of being a mentor is to build somebody strong, somebody who can stand firmly without wondering who's going to carry me, who's going to help me, why is nobody assisting me, somebody who can be independent. You are building somebody who should have autonomy, who should have some independence, who should have that internal strength to stand on their own when you're out of the picture. The idea is not for you to remain in the picture forever. The idea is for you to guide them, teach them, ensure that they have the grit, the tenacity, the skills, the mindset to stand on their own. Ensure that you don't coddle your mentees, because if you do that, it's simply a waste of your time. If you do that, it's simply a waste of the mentorship. If you do that, you're not building somebody. You're not equipping the person for the future. You are simply repeating what you know and wasting your time as well as the time of your mentee. The sixth tip towards becoming a good mentor is to recognize when your mentee has grown. This is something people find difficult to do. So many mentors like being in the mentor position. They like saying, go here, and the mentee obeys. They like telling the mentee what to do. And sometimes they don't recognize that the mentee has grown and now needs to stand on his or her own. Sometimes they actually do recognize that the mentee has grown, but they can't let go of the wheels. They cannot just let go and let the mentee stand. They want to be at the helm of affairs of everything the mentee does. But if you're a good mentor, like I said, you must put your mentee first. You must acknowledge that your mentee has his or her own identity. And so it's not about you. Mentorship is not about you. It is about your mentee. Each mentee is different. What one mentee wants is different from what another mentee wants. And even if they want the same thing, maybe you have a mentorship class and they are all there for that same class. They are different levels. They will use that same knowledge for different things in their different fields, in their different lives. And so you need to know when your mentee has grown and when it is time to let go. Never put your ego first before your mentee. I'll say that again. Never put your ego first before your mentee. It's okay to acknowledge that your mentee has grown. Just like you can acknowledge that your child has grown. Just like you can acknowledge that your child is now an adult and can get to make decisions for himself or herself. Know when to let go. Just like a loving mom or a loving dad. Know when to let go. Know when to let go of the reins. Know when to let go of the affairs. Know when to sit back and watch your mentee. Know when to say, okay, I've done a good job. All right, let's see you do your thing. Let's see you do your thing. Like, just relax and bask in the good work that you have done. Don't keep pushing it. Otherwise, one day your mentee is going to become resentful. Or your mentee is going to end the mentorship on a bad note. Or your mentee is going to stay there incompetent, coddled, and infantile. And you wouldn't want that, because that would not be good for you. Neither will it speak well of your mentorship. And that brings me to the final tip on how to become a good mentor. And that is, applaud your mentee. Yes, learn to applaud your mentee. Learn to say, job well done. Now, sometimes the mentorship can go as planned. Some other times, your mentee can exceed your expectations and become bigger and better than you expected. And sometimes, your mentee can become even bigger and better than you. Yeah, it happens. It happens. The only issue is that some mentors don't know how to deal with it. And then they become envious and jealous of the mentee. But that shouldn't be you, because you're a fellow inspirer. It can't be you. Come on, applaud your mentee. Tell your mentee, job well done. Keep supporting them in the background. And even when they invite you for events, come to the foreground and say, yeah, that's my boy, that's my girl. I'm so proud of you. Yes. Give them a round of applause when they deserve it. Don't ever be envious of your mentee, because come on, you contributed to their success, you contributed to their growth, you were part of that development, and so you must always cheer on your mentee. Never be envious of your mentee because you are part of that success. Your mentee's success is your success. Your mentee's growth shows that you are a good mentor and teacher. I hope that this video has helped you become a better mentor, because we all need mentors from time to time. But having a good mentor, being a good mentor, can be very difficult. I hope this video has encouraged you and told you what to do and how to let go of the helm of affairs when you see that your mentee can now stand on his or her own. If you enjoyed watching this video, please drop a comment below. Tell me how this video has helped you with your mentorship and teaching people and guiding them through life or whatever affairs that they have asked you to guide them on. Also, if you'd like to watch more videos that encourage you, motivate you, help you with your self-development, help you build stronger relationships at work and in your personal life, please subscribe to this channel. Simply click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. It is completely free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe to this channel. So click that subscribe button. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Also, please share this video with everyone. We all need good teachers and guardians who can direct us on life's paths. Share this video so that people can become better mentors to their mentees. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. Thank you for giving me your time. I have a playlist in the description of this video. Go watch each of the videos in that playlist. Drop your comments on each of those videos and tell me how those videos have helped you. Thank you once more for spending time with me. Let's keep doing this here on Inspire Central. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much. Inspire Central. Inspire Central.